You've heard of the book, The Christmas Jars, right?
Yes, right.
Yes. Wednesday's letter?
Right.
Or is it letters?
Letters.
Letters. I'm sorry. There's more than one. See, I was... All right, with me is Jason Wright. We appreciate you coming in. New York Times best-selling author. He has a new novel out. It's called Recovering Charles. And first off, you have quite the following here in Utah. A lot of people like your books, and they know about them.
Thank you.
Tell me about this one, how this may be different from maybe your other two.
I think it's very different. The book takes place primarily in New Orleans. It's about a young man who hears that his father, who he's been estranged from and hasn't spoken to in several years, was last seen living and working in New Orleans right when Hurricane Katrina hits. So against his better judgment, he very apprehensively gets in the car, drives to New Orleans right in the wake of the storm, literally, and begins a quest to find his father and determine whether he survived Hurricane Katrina or not. And while he's down there, he learns some really interesting lessons about who his dad became.
Well, I'm sure a lot of people, when they read novels, they think about the author, and you wonder how you get the ideas for this. Is there some truth in it, maybe from your own life?
No truth necessarily, except that I was gripped by Katrina. Unlike anything in my life except maybe 9/11, I was gripped by the coverage. I just sat and watched hour after hour, seeing a major American city flood, 80% of it underwater, seeing people flee to all parts of the country, likely to never even get home again. It really moved me. So I had that on one side of my brain, and on the other side, I had this story about a father and son that I wanted to tell. And this idea that we all have a second verse in life. That's the theme of the book. All of us should get a second verse in life, and that's what happens to the main character. So I just took the two and put them together, and hopefully people like it.
Yeah, and how do you, I guess, how do you choose something like this? I know you said you were fascinated, and you think about the events surrounding Hurricane Katrina. How do you think, okay, this is what I want to do for this book? Is it just a lot of brainstorming, or
It's a lot of brainstorming. It's a lot of hands-on research. I got on a plane. I flew to New Orleans. I spent a couple of days in the city, coincidentally, right at the beginning of Mardi Gras. I didn't even know it was Mardi Gras. I'm on the plane. Everyone's wearing beads, and I look at the lady next to me, and I say, "What's going on?" She goes, "Oh, it's the beginning of Mardi Gras." So I hid in my hotel room mostly for 3 days. But it was a great experience, and walking the streets of New Orleans in the French Quarter, that's when I realized this has to take place in New Orleans, and this connection that I think all of America has with that tragedy. We all remember what it was like watching that footage.
Yes. Most people know somebody, at least if they weren't affected by it directly, they know somebody who has
Absolutely.
been. Talk to me about tonight. You got a book signing, correct?
That's right. That's right. I'm on a stretch right now of 40 days out of 50 on the road, but it's so nice to be back in Utah. This is sort of my second home. I live in Virginia. This is my favorite place to come. We've got an event at Layton Hills Mall tonight, Deseret Books, 6 o'clock. Come out and see me, and let's talk books.
And real quickly, I just got a few seconds, but there's a song that's been written for this book.
That's right. Sherry Call, who's well known in Utah as a singer-songwriter, she has written a theme song for the book. It's called "Love Me If You Can." It's an important part of the plot. Read it, and of course, you can listen to the song on the website at recoveringcharles.com.
All right, Jason Wright, thank you very much for coming in. The book, it's called Recovering Charles. It's a good one. You're going to want to check it out. And Debbie, you know what?